Unfortunately, I don't believe that Islam is compatible with the West.
The Islamification of a formerly Catholic neighborhood undoubtedly angers a lot of people.
People moved, other people moved in. It's more Indians and Arabians, Pakistanis. It's a lot of them that live over here now. Like, I'm not scared to come outside with my kid no more.
There's a lot of people from, like, Muslim people from, like, Bangladesh or wherever. How are they? They get along well in the community?
Yeah, they get along well. I mean, they the ones that's really, really helping us bring this community back. Because they buy all the houses. You know what I'm saying? And then they give people jobs, stuff like that. But yeah, we get along with them well.
So here's how the story goes. People keep asking, some sincerely, some pretending not to know, why so many Muslims ended up living in the West. The answer isn't hidden, it's written across the last century. In 1948, a brand new nation rose in the heart of the Middle East. What used to be a land shared by three faiths slowly turned into a maze of conflict, layered, messy, and cruel. Homes shattered, nations collapsed. The future of children was traded away by politics more complicated than a lover who disappears and comes back like a push notification. And then came the heroes from the West, bringing not calm, but tanks, drones, and a fast food version of democracy. As expected, the region cracked even further. Economies fell apart, safety vanished, and thousands of Arab families made the most rational choice left, to survive somewhere else. The irony? They fled the burning house and ended up knocking on the door of the people holding the match. Harsh, sarcastic, but painfully true. Yet, God had already said, "Is not the earth of Allah spacious?" And so they dispersed. Some reached big cities, some built new lives in far-off corners of the world, and some found themselves in small American towns, places like Buffalo.
This was one of the worst neighborhoods in America. Then came the mosques.
Tons of beautiful old Catholic churches, and they're mosques now.
When journalists from RocaNews visited Buffalo, they were stunned. Old churches, once grand and empty, had been transformed into mosques, alive again with families, prayers, and community. Muslim newcomers didn't just move in, they brought a heartbeat back to buildings that had gone silent.
Wow, we got some people, Pakistani people or something.
Oh, there's a massive Muslim population here because the land is cheap. And speaking as a generality, they don't believe in usury. Like there's no loans taking out or interest sent. They'll buy up massive swaths of like $5,000 or $4,000 plots that are empty, that don't have anything built on them, or they'll buy up like the crack houses that are dilapidated and they'll fix them up.
We circled back to explore more and realized that thousands of immigrants had moved into the area. Many had come from abroad, others had relocated from New York City.
Mali, originally.
Mali,
West Africa.
all right.
I like Buffalo, that's why I came. New York, I am a lot of headache, that's why I came here.
Civil war is going on, everything's problem. So I better decide here to stay in America. I moved from Queens to here 2028.
Are you guys are opening a business here or something?
Yeah, restaurant.
Restaurant?
Yes, Asian restaurant.
Asian restaurant.
Yeah, I used to live everywhere, I'm 38 years here. Okay, which part of you live here?
New York City.
Where in New York City?
Brooklyn.
Where in Brooklyn?
Bushwick.
Oh, Bushwick, but a lot of black people there, eh?
The most visible impact has been on the churches. Left abandoned, they were bought and converted into mosques.
Buffalo Bazaar. Every corner store on the east side it's Muslim owned. And like you'll see a lot of this. So there's a lot of,
Oh wow, it's a mosque.
yeah. So there's tons beautiful old Catholic churches, and they're mosques now. Someone will buy it and turn it into a mosque, and then every beautiful piece of artwork in there is gone. So this is one of the mosques that used to be a beautiful Polish church on Sobieski.
Sobieski Street now has the mosque. Now this is Medina Ave. They laid the old name beneath Sweet Ave and then Medina Ave. Medina being,
We call it Sweet.
you call it Sweet?
Yeah, we call it Sweet.
And then Muslims probably call it Medina.
I don't even know. Nobody calls it Medina.
But every light attracts a shadow. Buffalo's quiet revival wasn't welcomed by everyone, because not every Westerner is as open as the posters about tolerance they love to hang in public spaces. For some, diversity isn't beauty, it's a fire alarm. Tolerance is fine on a billboard, as long as it doesn't appear across the street. And then came the confident voices. Islam isn't compatible with Western civilization. Meanwhile, the very cities they said would fall apart actually became safer after Muslims arrived. This is where the story shifts from simple facts to real conflict.
Are you worried about the Islamification of the United States?
Yes, it is one of the most paramount issues we can face.
Especially here in Dearborn, Michigan.
It is in Minneapolis in 1970, was a 95% white city and white state, Minnesota. If you ask Grok, the next 1,000 children born, only 42% will be white. We are seeing rapid demographic shift and ideologies that are clashing here in Dearborn. These people want to see white Christian men eradicated. They want to see our forefathers' land be destroyed. They do not have any love in their hearts. They are here to dominate us, Nick.
Fortunately, I don't believe that Islam is compatible with the West. And as much as they want to assimilate and respect the law of the land, their women are still covered. They still do not have as many rights as Western women. I don't feel safe in these communities.
Here's the funny part. Those shouting, "Islam doesn't bring peace," the loudest are usually politicians chasing spotlight or celebrities chasing relevance. Big volume, zero evidence. Completely different from the journalists who actually walk the streets, meet the locals, see the transformation with their own eyes, and return with a story that can't be dismissed.
The Islamification of a formerly Catholic neighborhood undoubtedly angers a lot of people. Yet the churches and the neighborhood have been abandoned and left to rot. For years, people had called on someone to turn around these neglected swaths of East Buffalo. Today, that's exactly what Muslims and immigrants are doing.
It's not really like, what should I be doing while I'm here with my time that's going to benefit others? It's always like, I want to jump out of an airplane. I want to climb Mount Everest. It's like, I want this experience. But what about making an experience better for other people? Because maybe, just maybe, you do have it better than a lot of people. We just don't take the time to be grateful.
Muslim arrival has undeniably transformed the neighborhood. Decaying streets now have beautiful homes, businesses are opening, and for the first time in years, kids can play safely outside.
People moved, other people moved in. It's more Indians and Arabians, Pakistanis. It's a lot of them that live over here now. Like, I'm not scared to come outside with my kid no more.
2 years?
2 years ago, I'd have been like, no, let's stay in the house.
We noticed some of these houses down here have are beautiful.
A lot of the houses with the gardens and stuff are Arabians and Pakistanis and stuff like that. But they're nice. They're quiet. There's no police action anymore.
There's a lot of people from Muslim people from Bangladesh or wherever. How are they? They get along well in the community?
Yeah, they get along well. I mean, they're the ones that's really, really helping us bring this community back. Because they buy all the houses. You know what I'm saying? And then they give people jobs, stuff like that. But yeah, we get along with them well.
In the end, reality doesn't care who shouts the loudest. A city once labeled haunted found new breath through the very people supposedly incompatible with the West. What greater irony than that? While some keep selling fear, life quietly proves that peace has no race, no language, no direction of prayer. The Prophet taught, a Muslim is one from whose tongue and hands others are safe. And without speeches or propaganda, Buffalo has just demonstrated it simply by living.